Line segments by Justin D'Souza. The learning objectives of this lesson are to calculate measures of line segments and to apply the definition of congruent line segments to find the missing values. They both are very easy objectives. This lesson entirely is such an easy one. The keywords in this lesson are line segment, betweenness of points, congruent, and congruent segments. Betweenness of points. Now, before we learn betweenness, let me just draw a line segment over here. If this is AB, say this is A and this is B. The segment between this is basically the line segment. You can denote this by A and B, line AB. Here you need to know something. You can have any number of points in between, but there must be at least one point, right? You can at least have one point, say C. So this point will be greater than the point A but less than the point B. This is called the betweenness of points, that a point will be there in between the two points, two endpoints. This is the concept. If you add AC plus CB, you will get the whole line segment. Now here let's see this problem. Find the measure xz of this line. These are very straightforward. It's just adding, and you have your calculator, so I'll directly solve them. Now this doesn't require a calculator as well. Just add xy and yz. Okay, now if it comes for writing, the detailed writing, what you need to do is you need to tell the line xz will be equal to line xy plus line yz. So what happens? Xy is 11.3 plus 3.8, and the answer over here would be 11 plus 3 is 14, and over here it will be 15.1. You have to do the units first. It'll be 11, so 1 extra. So that's it. Now this is the answer. Now here they have told the units is centimeter, so make sure you write the centimeter as the units. It is 15.1 centimeter. That's the answer. That's it. That is the line segment XZ. Same way over here. You can directly put them in the calculator or you can solve them, but make sure you tell DE plus EF is the answer. Now, how would you solve improper fraction? So for more details, I've put a link in the description. Please click on that video. You can get more details for this. Now I will show you how we can solve in calculator as well. But the simple way is whatever is the denominator here multiplies up over there and plus it out over here. That would be 10 plus 2 is 20, 20 plus 7 is 27 by 10. This is it, or it is 2.7, isn't it? 2.7 is the answer. Another way to understand, 2 is a whole number. 7 by 10th of it. 7 by 10th is 0.7, isn't it? 2 plus 0.7, that is again 2.7. Various way to understand. This you can do it by yourself. It's 5.9. So you're basically adding 2.7 plus 5.9. You will have 6.8, 8.6, sorry. So that would be the answer. Okay, now here you can see they have written in fraction. It's fine. The 6 can be written as 3 by 5. 0.6 is written as 3 by 5 and inches. Now let me show in calculator. So to use this, don't just go like this, okay? 7 by 10, and then if you put it as 2, it'll be wrong because it'll be considered as multiplication. Really, you need to add them up. Okay, you need to add them up. This is the correct answer. Now, how would you solve it is press shift and then the fraction symbol. Now it is a mixed fraction, 2 by 10. And now if you want, you can add the other one, shift over here, 5, and it was 9 by 10. Now if you press equal to, you will get 43 by 5, which is the same thing. Now if I press over here, it's 8.6. So that's the thing. Now if you want this exact answer, you can do one thing. I mean, your calculator doesn't give you as a mixed fraction, so that option is not there. But you can do one thing, that is write this answer out. 8 3/5. So 8 and 3/5. And if you solve it up, you will get 8.6. So this is how we can match the answers. Now here again, it's same problems, only that you have the whole segment here, PR, and a part of the segment. So you need to find the other segment. PR will be, so let me just write it out over here. The PR line segment is equal to sum of the between segments, that is PQ plus QR. Now you want to solve for QR, so leave this over here, take it to the other side, PQ. It'll be PR minus PQ, that is equal to QR. So it'll be 13 3/4 minus 6 5 by 8, that is equal to QR. You can directly use the calculator to solve this over here. It'll be 13. Now 13 3/4, I'll just write it as 13.75. It's the same thing, minus, sorry, it's minus, shift and the symbol over here. It'll be 6 5/8 of it, and the answer is 7.125. So that's the final answer. Now here you can see it is written as 7/1/8. I know for sure that 7/1/8 is 7.125 because 1 by 8 is 0.125. Now this one is also again another simple problem. All you need to do is 24.3, the whole segment, minus 17.8, and there you go. That will be the answer, 6.5. Now here we have a problem where we need to find the value of x and BC if B is in between AC. So now if you have a line segment, say this is AC, B is a point somewhere in between. Okay, I'm not sure whether this AB is lesser or BC is lesser, so this can be inaccurate, but just for an understanding, what is AC given as? AC, the total line segment is 4x minus 12, and BC is given as 2x plus 3, but it's all in terms of x. Still, it's fine, it's same like what we have done before, but here we have variables. Now AB is x. Okay, write everything. We know if we add AB segment plus BC segment, it must be equal to AC segment. So add it, x plus 2x plus 3, that is equal to 4x minus 12, and over here it will be 3x plus 3 is equal to 4x minus 12. You can put this directly in the calculator and solve for x. You will get the answer, but I'm just doing the steps. You now take all the numbers at one side. I'll bring this 12 here. Plus 3 is equal to 4x minus 3x. I just brought this negative 12 to the other side. It becomes positive 12 plus 3. This 3x is smaller than 4x. So I leave 4x and take this 3x to the other side. It becomes minus. Now here 15 equals x. This is just the x value. It's not over. Now substitute back the x values. Now what do you have to solve is x. What is the value of x? 15. That's done. What is the value of BC? It is 2 times x is 15 plus 3. It will be 30 plus 3. 33 is the answer for the segment BC. So this is how we simply solve it. It's very simple. Now over here I had done randomly, but this was correct. X AB value is smaller, 15, and BC is bigger. But you know, sometimes you just randomly take it. It might be different, but over here it was simple. X and this is added to x, so obviously BC must be bigger. So the answers were 15 and 33. That's the answers. We have a real world problem here. Daryl is visiting the Space Needle in Seattle, Washington. He knows that the total height of the Space Needle is 605 feet. The distance from the ground to the observation deck is 10 feet more than 6 times the distance from the observation deck to the top of the Space Needle. Let me just write it out over here. Now imagine this is the observation desk. The total Space Needle is how much? 605 feet. Now see, the thing is, they have told the distance from the ground, this ground, to the observation desk. Imagine this is the observation desk. Okay, this is the ground observation desk, and there's something over here as well. From here to here it's more. They have clearly mentioned in the question, so I've done somewhere up over here. It is 6 times 10 feet more than 6 times the distance from the observation from, okay, from here to here, observation to the top. If you consider it to be x, then this distance from the ground to the observation is 6 times more than this distance plus 10. That is what they have mentioned. If you know this distance from the observation to the top, this ground to the observation will be 10 feet more, so plus 10, than 6 times this distance, 6x. That's it. Now again, you know this, right? Just solve it up. Here you can easily do 6x plus 10 plus x again. This entire distance is equal to 605. First, let's find x, and then you can find the distance from ground to observation desk by putting the x value here. Now, over here it'll be 7x equals 10 to the other side becomes 595. Now, you can use the calculator over here. 595 divided by 7, it is 85. X is 85. So, what about this? All you need to do is 6 times 85 plus 10. Again, you can just solve it in the calculator. 6 times 85 plus 10. The answer is 520. So the distance from the ground to the observatory is 520 feet. Okay, now there's the figure over here. What we did, we did a very bad observatory, but this is about the diagram. Until over here, it is 6x plus 10, and above it's x, and this total is 605. We got the answers. Sorry, let's go back over here. 520 feet. That's the correct answer. Now we will study line segment congruence. But before that, a quick reminder, please do subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. You can support me by liking and sharing my videos. That would mean so much to me. Now, about line segment congruence. Now, imagine if two line segments are congruent, then they must have same length. That's very simple as it gets. So, whenever there are two congruent segments, no matter what, they will have the same lengths. Okay, same measures. Now, over here, find the value of x between P and Q. Now, here they have told PQ is congruent to QR. They have not given the total distance. In the previous problems, we were given PR, right? But look over here, they have given you PQ distance, the values, QR values, and they have just told they are congruent. So congruency means they're equal, right? So all you need to do is equate these both, find the x value. Now what you do is, PQ is congruent, the symbol, to QR. So PQ is 6x plus 20. That will be equal to 2 times x plus 6. You can put this straight in calculator if it is an objective problem. That means your options. Otherwise, let's solve it up. 6x plus 20 is equal to 2x plus 12. Multiply this 2 throughout both the terms. 2x plus 12. So take the smaller number 2x to the other side. It will be 6x minus 2x equals, the number to the other side will be minus 20 plus 12. The answer over here would be minus 8, and over here you will have 4x. X is equal to negative 2. So x is minus 2. So now let's substitute back in the equations and solve. Over here it was just to find the value of x, so it's done, nothing else. If you want, you can solve this. Say 6 times minus 2 plus 20, you will get minus 12 plus 20, that is positive 8 units. And over here you can again do this. 2 times minus 2 plus 6, that will be 2 times plus 4, it will be 8. So no matter what, both must be equal, and they are equal. Okay, so Q is the midpoint, exactly the midpoint between P and R, and they are both equal. Let's so the answer was minus 2. That's it, no need of solving the other two values. If they ask, we have to solve the others. Now find the value of x where u is in between of tv. So if this is v, this is t, this is u, and tu is given to be 7x plus 35, and uv is given as 4 times x plus 7. We need to find the value of x only if these both are congruent. Tu and uv is congruent. So 7x plus 35 will be equal to 4x plus 7. Now let's solve it. 7x plus 35 equals 4 is multiplied inside the brackets. It will be 4x plus 7 times 4 is 28. And now we have to just see which is the higher variable, which is the higher coefficient for x. It is 7, so take the 4 to the other side. It will be 7x minus 4x equals minus 35 plus 28. Now when you solve this over here, you will get 3x equals now 5, 6, 7, and the x value, it's minus 7, sorry, minus 7 by 3. I did not do anything wrong. Let me just check the answer. It should be, yeah, it's the correct answer. Okay. I mean, I thought it would be a whole number or something, but it is minus 7 by 3. That's the correct answer. This is how we can easily solve these problems, and that's the end of this lesson. Again, a quick reminder, please do subscribe to my channel. The reason I say this all the time, more than 90% of the viewers are not yet subscribed. And please do share it among your friends. This is the best way you can support me. I would greatly appreciate it. If you have any doubts, please do post them in the comments. And until the next video, wish you all happy learning.